Looking back on the 2024 NBA draft class, many can agree it lived up to the bill of being not great, mainly due to the lack of star power at the top of the draft. But the Washington Wizards extracted maximum value out of each of their 3 picks in the draft, none more so than their number 2 overall pick, Alex Sarr from France.
Let him go downhill. Okay,
kick it out to Sarr to close the show. Alex Sarr. Indeed.
Sarr is a very fluid and mobile big man who fits the modern game with his ability to hit threes, defend on the perimeter, and protect the rim. Before the NBA, Alex Sarr played professionally in Australia for the Perth Wildcats. Sarr was a young player on a veteran team fighting to compete in the playoffs. Due to this, he played very light minutes, which gave the vibe that he was quite raw as an NBA top prospect. After his first dismal showing at NBA Summer League, many sounded the early alarm bells that he's a bust. Fast forward to now, and Alex Sarr is the youngest ever center to reach 100 made threes in his career. He will soon join Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama as the only players to record 100 threes and 100 blocks in their rookie season. Sarr now has the most games by a teenager in NBA history, recording at least 1 3-point made and 1 block. But where did this come from? How did we get here? Alex Sarr was not expected to be this good, certainly not before he turned 20 years old. Let's first look at the physical side. In NBA draft classes, we tend to focus most on potential superstars, and within the last 20 years, a big focus has also been on the unicorn player, the long-limbed big man that can shoot threes, keep up with faster, smaller players, and has some guard skills with the ball. Alex Sarr is likely the only member of the 2024 class that did turn out to have very unique physical attributes and size with some guard skills. He's fitting into this unicorn mold quite well. He is a towering 7-footer with long limbs. Sarr has an incredible vertical leap and speed for his size. He also has an amazing ability to recover from pump fakes to still affect shots defensively, similar to Wemby or AD. He's a nightmare for other bigs to keep up with in the fast break due to his speed. He is also more well coordinated than we initially expected for someone of his size. Now, the mental side. Here at Angle, we place the most emphasis on basketball IQ when evaluating prospects. To our surprise, Alex Sarr has been showing great instincts and IQ in his first season, something we didn't get to see a lot of at Perth. Sarr's IQ is often shown when he is in the pick and roll. He is a much better passer than he is given credit for, especially for give and goes and finding the open man off the short roll when Sarr's path to the basket is cut off. There's plenty of veteran starting centers in the NBA that can barely manage over 1 assist per game. Sarr in his age 19 season is at over 2 assists per game. Sarr also displays great awareness and understanding of space when on the defensive end, allowing him to be a reliable help defender and a big presence at the rim. His active hands are often shown in passing lanes and when defending the pick and roll. Now focusing on the team side of things. The Wizards giving Sarr a big leash to develop is paying off. We can see that he's got a long leash with how bad his efficiency currently is. For a player like this, I'm not paying too much attention to the inefficiency, especially given the current team he is playing for. The Wizards will continue to give Sarr as much run as he can handle so that he will develop into their everyday starting center of the future. There are some weaknesses. Though Sarr has improved during his rookie season in leaps and bounds, the rawness is still there. He can be an absolute fish out of water in the open court with the ball, and teams will start to game plan to exploit this more. He also picks up his dribble too often. Sarr has some frustrating decision making and some poor shot selections. His touch around the rim is bad. Inside 5 feet, he's a very poor shooter, especially for a center. Sarr does not absorb contact well, but that all comes with being 19, skinny, and on the worst team in the league. A lot of this will improve with maturity and added strength. We are a fantasy basketball channel after all, so we gotta talk about Sarr's value in a 9-category setting. Ranked at 150th on the year, Sarr's putting up 13.6 rebounds, 2 assists per game, 0.7 steals, which is actually pretty good for a center, and 1.5 blocks. He's also chipping in a little bit over 1 3-pointer per game. He's shooting 40% from the floor and 67% from the free throw line. Stretch 5s can have the tendency to not be as good of rebounders as traditional centers, but Sarr is a better rebounder than majority of stretch 5s, especially at his age. Ideally, we'd love to see Sarr's rebounds get to Chet or Kristaps numbers in this 8 rebound per game range. His rebounds are already on pace with some big-time fantasy contributors. Miles Turner's career rebounds per game is 6.8. Brook Lopez here has only gotten above 6.5 rebounds per game once since 2015, and Jaren Jackson has only done that once in his whole career. Sarr's aggression on defense and chasing putbacks means he will always produce in blocks, steals, and rebounds. The added threes and scoring are great too. Once the efficiency cleans up, he's going to regularly be inside the top 80 for 9 category. The Wizards are still in the lottery sweepstakes, and that's what we want here. Cooper Flagg or Dylan Harper coming to DC is actually a very good thing for Sarr. He likely won't be a first or even second scoring option, but that's okay. The Wizards have formed a tough defensive identity and have good length and switchability with their young core. They need that top dog scoring option to alleviate pressure from everyone else. They have Jordan Poole as a scoring option, but really everybody benefits from the arrival of another star, especially Bilal Coulibaly, Keyshawn George, and Alex Sarr. I think Brook Lopez, specifically during his Milwaukee Bucks tenure, is a good benchmark to focus on when trying to get an idea of what Alex Sarr's future stat set might look like. Take a look here at Brook's numbers during his prime season when he almost won Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, they're not the same player in real life. Alex Sarr is much more mobile and has a different body type. He's actually a little bit more similar to Evan Mobley, which would be the ideal outcome here, but I just don't think he has the scoring repertoire and other abilities quite like Evan Mobley has. Especially being a third or maybe fourth option scoring-wise, then a more Brook Lopez type of stat set makes more sense here. Alex Sarr came in at number 42 overall in our last Dynasty rank update. That feels like a good spot for him, but I won't be surprised if he inches his way inside of the top 40. I think there will be at least one season where he gets pretty close to, if not breaks through, the top 30 in a 9 category performance. I think his floor throughout the prime years of his career will be no worse than the top 120. This is a pretty safe player to have on your Dynasty roster, which is crazy to think about coming from such a weak draft class that they're actually getting something this good out of that. We hope you enjoyed the video. This was a fun one, and I plan to do one on at least one, maybe 2 other members of the 2024 draft class. We have another Dynasty rank update coming up at the end of April. Be sure to check that out at anglefantasybasketball.wordpress.com.